we're back to discuss King Arthur: Legend of the Sword. Yeah, so going off our review, it doesn't really like the musical Camelot, which is much longer than this, does a better job of telling you who the characters are and filling everything in. I think that would be a better, like, if you wanted to see a movie about King Arthur, that would actually be a better one to see than this. Without question, that would be better to see than this. Saying that, like, I think Charlie Hunnam's good in it. I think they had the right idea. It's not like they completely botched this one, but in order for a sequel to work, it would have to be better than this, and that's usually not how sequels work. They don't usually get better than the original. It wasn't like a Dracula Untold level of just CGI garbage, nothing makes sense kind of movie. You got the forward momentum of it. You could tell when things were edited really weird, like when there would be a scene missing or something. There'd be things where, like, something would get lost and it would be picked up in the very next scene, like, unexplained.
The problem that the sequel is going to have is what this movie should have done.
Well, I mean, we could back up. I don't know that it's going to get one.
Yeah. But the idea of a sequel, like, this movie should have had character development. It should have made me care about the characters and want said sequel. But I don't. Like, there was nothing that drew me in about the characters. The only one that gets any type of story at all is Arthur.
Well, they start trying to build up the other knights at the very end. It's like he forms a round table at, like, the last 3 minutes of the movie. And they finally, like, say the names of all of the people in a row, so you're like, okay, that's who that is. But they really, I think, in a way, they kind of, it's hard to say, because, like, they could have tried to tell more of the story, but it might have been messier. Like, they told this part of the story, I think, figuring on it at least being a trilogy, because we don't get into, like, Guinevere or Lancelot or any of that stuff yet.
Yeah.
It's just about him becoming king, and that's cool that they chose to focus on that, but it just didn't, like, Jude Law's the bad guy for the whole movie, and they don't really do much with him even. He's just he just, like, sits and doesn't age and waits for Charlie Hunnam to grow up and come kill him. And that's about it.
There were just some weird choices with the movie, and I think a lot of that actually has to do with the style in which the story was presented. There were a lot of chances, a lot of side scenes that would have had a moment to get a little bit of personality from all these different characters.
But it's too important that everyone's a, like, snarky action hero.
Yeah, instead Arthur's like, well, let me tell you how it's going to go. And then he does this weird voiceover, and it shows you this highlight reel of story progression. And you get no feel for any other character. And it completely, everybody they could have lived or died. I wouldn't have cared one bit at all.
That's true.
The only one that did get a little bit of attention outside of Arthur was Goose Fat Bill or something like that.
That's not his real name. Bill is his real name. It was like Sir William or whatever.
Yeah. But the horrible name just kind of took away from everything.
I mean, and it's also Littlefinger, so
yeah,
you can't not see Littlefinger when that guy shows up.
Oh, it's completely Littlefinger.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. Like, I know when I go to a Guy Ritchie movie, I'm going to see a Guy Ritchie movie. Like, it's gonna look like that. It's gonna be like that. His sort of steampunk London for the Sherlock Holmes movies, like, you either accept that style or you're just not going to enjoy the film. And I thought both of those were, again, they're fine to watch. They're completely disposable. I don't remember what happens in either of them.
Yeah. I just I can't get behind the way he films things. I hate it so bad. But I had hoped this would be good because it had Jude Law and Charlie Hunnam. So
Jude Law's in the Sherlock Holmes movies too.
yeah, I
That's
hope
the
those,
very forgettable Dr. Watson.
Yeah, I had hoped those would be good too.
So yeah. King Arthur. All right. Well, it's taken like 4 years for this movie to come out, and it finally did, and it's not going to do very well, I don't think.
Probably not.
That's my anticipation from. I mean, of course, last week we saw Guardians of the Galaxy, and there were 5 screens sold out of it at our theater, and tonight King Arthur had like maybe 10 people. So who knows? Anyway, that's our show. If you like the way we do these, please like the videos, subscribe, check out all the written and video reviews at thelemaxfield.com. Thanks for watching.